Well, right now we're friends, man. I mean, I'm married to my work, 5.0. You see what I'm saying? I'm married to getting things in a certain situation right now, and she's married to getting things in a certain situation right now. So again, man, we enjoy each other's company. We love it.
Hey ladies, if you would like to learn more about the purpose for dating, you can follow me on Instagram where I post weekly content that will help you overcome toxic mindsets about love and relationships so that you may excel and walk in God's purpose for dating. Again, go ahead and click the link in the description box below before you get into this video so you don't forget. So if you've been following Ashanti and Nelly this year, you would know that they are back together. They announced it January as of this year. Well, now Ashanti is officially pregnant. I discussed this in a previous video. I will be sure to put that link in the description box below if you missed it. So after watching this interview Nelly did, this was back in 2010. He had to be around 36 years old at the time. Remind you, he's 49 now. And so this was a time him and Ashanti were still together before they actually broke up in 2015. He was interviewed and questioned about marriage, and this is what he had to say.
Same as it's always been. We're really good friends. I think that's the thing that people don't understand. And I say that because, it's like society puts a pressure on you because they want to see a certain relationship. You see what I'm saying? But if that relationship don't work, then society doesn't take the responsibility of when it don't work. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, oh, okay, well, we'll move on to the next couple that we want to see. And I think what people don't understand is I think you really have to be friends first. I think that's the thing. And it's not about how long it takes because there's no time limit on this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a person that wants to get married more than once. You see what I'm saying? I'm not a person that wants to be in a relationship more than once. If I'm going to do it, I'm gonna do it, and that's it. You're dying if you leave me. Trust me.
Nelly, are you gonna do it?
Well, right now we're friends, man. I mean, I'm married to my work, 5.0. You see what I'm saying? I'm married to getting things in a certain situation right now, and she's married to getting things in a certain situation right now. So again, man, we enjoy each other's company. We love it.
Ladies, this is why it's so important to not get caught up in a man's looks and his wallet. Many women see Nelly and they're like, most of us been conditioned to judge a man by his looks and his wallet and not pay attention to a man's character, not knowing that it's a man's character that's going to determine where the relationship will go. He said then that he was building a friendship, but how long does it take to build a friendship with someone before marrying them? Because based on research, it takes 6 months max for a man to know if he wants to spend the rest of his life with someone. This is scientifically proven. And so my goal here is not to shame Nelly. My goal is to draw a conclusion from this relationship so that as women, we may learn and understand why we don't see many successful black marriages. We have the lowest rates of marriage because we're not getting married, because we've lost sight on the purpose for dating. And I believe that as women, our time is valuable. Life is too short to be wasting a decade, even more than that, with a man who have commitment issues. One of the reasons I believe Nelly has commitment issues is because he grew up in a single parent household most of his life. His mother and father divorced when he was 7. His father served in the Air Force, and it seems, based on the research that I've done, it seemed to me that his father didn't make his home, his family, the priority. But I would like to know your thoughts on this. Did you know men who grow up with parents, married parents in the home, are likely to grow up and repeat the same behavior? Everything we do is learned behavior. And so if Nelly never had an active father in the home to show him what commitment looks like, how to treat a woman, actually experience the fatherhood, the manhood, these things that are crucial for any man to thrive. Without this critical influence in a man's life, they grow up to be grown boys. I mean, K. Michelle couldn't have said it better in her song.
Wonder why he acts like a fool. It's 'cause he wasn't raised right before you.
But there's some truth to this. A man can't pass on what he hasn't received. And this is what we do, ladies. We get into relationships with men with broken family backgrounds, most of the time because we come from a fatherless home ourselves, and we get with like-minded men who don't have the capacity to love us on the level we feel we deserve. But see, we've never thought to ask or even examine why they don't have the capacity to love us on that level we deserve. Again, a man can't give what he hasn't learned. A man can't give what he hasn't received. And oftentimes what this does, it causes commitment issues. It's important that you avoid men with commitment issues. If a man doesn't have a father in his life, if you ask a man, what's his relationship like with his father? This will tell you everything you need to know going forward. And this is not to say all men without fathers are not well off and doomed. There are some men who are excellent who beat the odds. However, what I'm saying is it is very, very rare. Men who have fathers in their lives, actually active in their lives, are more likely to succeed relationally. Now, Nelly has money, and we were able to see his main priority.
Married to my work 5.0. You see what I'm saying? I'm
Married to my work 5.0. You see what I'm saying?
Does it sound like the type of man a woman should be involved with? Forget about looks. Looks can be deceiving. Ladies, I'm telling you, you can avoid making the same mistake Ashanti did, who's going on almost 16 years of being on and off in a relationship without a ring. No covenant, no commitment, no nothing, but only a baby. And again, this is not to shame Nelly or shame her. I'm saying we have to closely examine what we believe about love, what we believe about relationships, what we believe about dating, about marriage. This will require you to change how you see yourself. You know, this is why it's important to stop following celebrities and saying that they are goals, allowing them to influence the way that you think, the way that you see, and how you respond in relationships. When all this is doing is keeping us in a repetitive cycle of being baby mamas, a repetitive cycle of creating single family homes. This is how we avoid men who have commitment issues. This is how we break the cycle. Are you with or always attracting a man who has them? Let me know in the comments below.